Days of Our Lives Spoil 28th, tease drama as Alex attacks Philip after Xander claims Philip and Stephanie are having an affair. Angry, Alex confronts Philip but eventually allows Stephanie to explain. Stephanie clarifies a misunderstanding involving a fake letter, reassuring Alex there's no cheating. Elsewhere, Javi believes he found true love with Leo Stark, but Gabby warns Javi about Leo's constant schemes. Leo remains tangled in a criminal case involving Doug Williams III and a stolen collar. Andrew Donovan reveals a disturbing secret. He lied to Paul Narita about knowing details of John's mission. Marlena meets Paul, both troubled by John's dangerous situation. Andrew warns Marlena that John's running out of time, intensifying fears for his safety. Tate Black snitches on Doug Williams to expose his guilt. Julie confronts Doug, risking their close bond. Holly Jonas discovers Tate's betrayal, angrily confronting Doug about her selfish boyfriend's deceit. For fans who have been following the twists and turns in Salem for decades, get ready. The week of March 24th to 28th brings some of the most dramatic moments in recent memory. If you've grown attached to these characters over the years, prepare yourself for plenty of jaw-dropping scenes, tearful confessions, and heated confrontations. Secrets are about to be exposed, friendships will be tested, and a few hearts are bound to break along the way. Let's dive into the details that will keep you on the edge of your seat all week long. Andrew's chilling confession. The drama begins with Andrew Donovan, a young man haunted by guilt and weighed down by the knowledge of a dangerous secret. His turmoil revolves around John Black's mysterious disappearance during a high-stakes mission, information that Andrew has kept tightly under wraps, particularly from Paul Narita. Paul has been reeling with anxiety ever since John left on this mission and vanished without a trace. Marlena Evans, who has already endured countless hardships over the years, steps in to comfort Paul as best she can. Yet even Marlena, with her calming presence, cannot wash away the sense of foreboding that shadows them both. She arranges a private heart-to-heart with Paul, where they lay bare their greatest fears. Is John hurt? Has he been captured? Is there a chance he's not even alive? While Marlena struggles to keep hope alive, Andrew can no longer bear the crushing burden of his secret. He confesses to Steve Johnson, a seasoned friend with a big heart and an unbreakable sense of loyalty, that he's known far more about John's perilous mission than he first let on. This admission hits Steve like a ton of bricks. Steve understands immediately the weight that Andrew has been carrying and urges him to speak directly with Marlena. Gathering his courage, Andrew makes his way to Marlena, his hands shaking and his voice quivering with every word. He shares a cryptic warning that will send chills down the spine of every longtime fan. Time is running out. When Marlena demands more clarity, Andrew reluctantly explains that John's situation is dire and that every moment they wait reduces his chances of getting home safely. Heartbroken and terrified, Marlena vows to do whatever it takes to save John from this looming danger, even if it means putting her own life on the line to uncover the truth. Tensions in the Kiriakis family. Over at the Kiriakis mansion, the atmosphere is about as tense as it gets. Alex Kiriakis, fueled by a fiery temper and raw emotions, confronts Philip Kiriakis in a scene that practically crackles with anger. The reason? Alex has received alarming information from the ever-controversial Xander Cook, who claims to have discovered evidence that Philip has been engaging in a secret affair with Stephanie Johnson. What happens next is a confrontation that longtime viewers might compare to some of the biggest brawls in Salem's past. Alex charges straight at Philip, grabbing him and hurling accusations. In his rage, Alex calls Philip a son of a bitch, shocking not just Philip, but anyone within earshot. Philip denies everything, insisting that Xander's claims are nothing but twisted lies. However, the tension doesn't subside so easily. Both men are boiling over with resentment, each convinced the other is hiding something crucial. Sensing that perhaps he acted too rashly, Alex turns to Stephanie to confront her about what he's been told. Visibly shaken, Stephanie remains calm enough to explain her side of the story. She reveals that a letter, supposedly proving her romantic involvement with Philip, was nothing but a cruel fabrication, a carefully crafted trick meant to destroy her relationship with Alex. She swears that she would never betray him, stressing that loyalty and honesty are foundations she refuses to compromise. Relief floods Alex's face, but it's mixed with confusion and lingering anger. Who would go to such lengths to deceive him? And why target Philip in the process? Although Stephanie assures him of her unwavering devotion, Alex can't shake the suspicion that someone else is pulling the strings, someone who stands to gain from turning him against Philip. A new romance or a new scheme? While the Kiriakis men clash and heartbreak looms in Marlena's world, another romance in Salem takes center stage. Javi, proclaiming he has found true love, announces a special dinner date with the ever-sly Leo Stark. If you've watched Salem's drama unfold over the years, you know Leo's reputation is as slippery as ever. His track record includes scheming, lying, and masterminding elaborate plots, all while maintaining a charming smile. Gabby Hernandez, no stranger to drama herself, isn't about to let Javi leap into romance without issuing a stern warning first. She reminds Javi that Leo's affections may not be entirely genuine. He always has a hidden agenda, Gabby insists, urging Javi to tread carefully. After all, Leo has been accused of everything from petty fraud to outlandish cons, and his latest entanglement is a criminal investigation that involves none other than Doug Williams III. The stolen necklace shocker. Doug Williams III finds himself at the center of a firestorm this week, all thanks to Tate Black's decision to blow the whistle on him. This shocking development comes to light when Tate, wrestling with moral guilt and personal conflicts, decides to tell the authorities that Doug is responsible for stealing a highly valuable necklace. The allegations reverberate through every corner of Salem's society, shaking up alliances and threatening to destroy relationships that have stood the test of time. Julie Williams, who has invested her whole heart into reconnecting with Doug, confronts him in the Horton house as soon as she hears the news. She's determined to look into his eyes and find some explanation, anything to assure her that this is some sort of misunderstanding. But Doug, earnest in his pleas, denies any wrongdoing, insisting he'd never commit such a crime. Despite his protestations, the seeds of doubt have already begun to take root in Julie's mind. She wants to believe the man she cares about would never betray her trust, but the swirling rumors and mounting pressure make it nearly impossible for her to remain certain of his innocence. A web of deceit unravels. Tate Black, meanwhile, struggles with the fallout of his decision. Initially, he tries to keep his role in Doug's exposure under wraps, hoping no one, especially his girlfriend Holly Jonas, finds out. But in Salem, secrets have a way of emerging faster than anyone can lock them away. Holly discovers the truth and is absolutely devastated that Tate would betray Doug in such a public and damaging way. Holly confronts Doug herself, her voice trembling with a mix of sorrow and anger. "My selfish boyfriend betrayed you," she declares, tears welling in her eyes. Doug, who feels cornered from every direction, can do little more than repeat his claims of innocence. Holly can see how much he's hurting, but she can't erase the awful sense of betrayal she feels toward Tate. As the chaos spreads, everyone in Salem begins to wonder where the lies end and the truth begins. What lies ahead? This week's episodes promise a roller coaster of emotions, especially for those who have followed the residents of Salem through every wedding, funeral, scandal, and secret mission over the years. Whether you've been tuning in since the show's early days or only recently joined the Days of Our Lives family, these storylines offer a potent mix of heartbreak, suspense, and hope. Will Marlena find a way to help John before it's too late? Can Alex and Stephanie track down whoever wrote that fake letter? And will Doug's name be cleared before his relationship with Julie crumbles completely? There are more questions than answers, but one thing is certain: Salem's never-ending drama is far from over. By the end of this intense week, viewers will see new alliances form, old friendships fracture, and maybe even a few surprising acts of compassion. One moment, you'll be wiping away tears for a beloved couple on the brink of disaster. The next, you'll be gasping in shock at a sudden twist you didn't see coming. It's these ups and downs that have made Days of Our Lives a beloved staple for generations, and this week is shaping up to be no exception. So, clear your schedule and get ready to settle in with your favorite seat in front of the television. When it comes to Salem, anything can happen, and it usually does. For viewers of a certain age who have grown up with these characters, prepare to feel that familiar blend of nostalgia and excitement. After all these years, Days of Our Lives never fails to remind us that drama, romance, and the promise of redemption are always just around the corner.